Hello everyone, welcome to the NRH channel. Dear students, in yesterday's class we have seen the question pattern of the new year of academic year 2020-21. There are how many parts of the question paper and which type of the question will come that in the examination. Today we'll discuss about the revision of one topic, that is the real number. See, in the real number, what you have to see the concept of this examination. Euclid division lemma. First, real numbers in the Euclid division lemma. What is the statement of the Euclid division lemma? And what are the finding the methods to LCF and the LCM? And what is the Euclid division algorithm statement? The formula of the Euclid division algorithm is A is equal to dq plus r, where d is the greater than r is greater than less than or equal to 0. It means that a divisor or dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus a remainder. By using the Euclid division algorithm, you have to find the SCF and the LCM. Now already in the earlier class I taught how to find the SCF and the LCM by using the Euclid division algorithm method. Then similar, see here one example is there, page number 5. Use Euclid's algorithm to find the SCF of 4052 and 12576. Now first, given these two numbers, you have to check it which is the greater number, that you have to choose the for dividend. It means that here 1257 is the dividend, then is equal to next number is 40252 is the divisor. So what number you have to multiply to this small number and gives the equal or nearest to the divisor. So you have to multiply by 3, then you will get the remainder 420. Clear? Now see in the step second, since the remainder 420 is not equal to 0, see until 0, remainder should come that until 0, up to there you have to continue this process. Then the quotient is called as the SCF of the given two numbers here. It means here 420 is not a 0, so again you have to take the divisor is in the dividend form. So it means 420 is equal to, now remainder is 272 into, see that what number you have to multiply 272 and it gives the equal or nearest to the 420. Now that is 272 272 plus remainder is 148. So again you have to take the divisor as the dividend, means 272 is equal to 148 into, see for 148 what number you have to multiply, then it gives equal to or less than 148. So again 24, so you have to take the again 124 is equal to 24 into 5 times you have to multiply, then a remainder will be remains 4. So again you have to take the 24 is equal to 4 into 6 plus remainder is the 0. Now here what is the here SCF here? Now here 4 is the SCF of the given two numbers. So now one formula you have to remember, children, that formula is SCF, for finding the SCF of the given two numbers. SCF is equal to given two number into, means A into B, means A or B are the any given two numbers divided by LCM. You will get the SCF. Sometimes they will give the SCF, they will ask the question to find the LCM. So LCM is equal to again give a multiplication of the given two number divided by the SCF, then you will get the LCM. Now here alternate you have to change here, then you will get the unknown value. Now I think you understood about the how to find the SCF and the LCM by using the Euclid's division or Euclid's algorithm method. Now next point is these points are not for the examination point. So see in the exercise number 1.1, by using this method how to find the SCF and the LCM. Only one example is here for the examination point because remaining parts is removed from the syllabus now. Now next one is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Now what is the fundamental theorem of the arithmetic? Now statement of the fundamental arithmetic is, see what they given, every composite number can express. Now see that every composite number can express in the, what you can say that, in the factorization unique apart from the order in which prime factors. Now see that the multiplication of the prime factors, it gives the every composite number, means every composite number you can express in the form of the factors. This is a statement of the fundamental theorem of the arithmetic. Now remember children, this statement is very important. Now for 1 mark maybe they will ask in the examination, state the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Correct. Now come to the next. Now these all are not for points for the examination point. Now see here one formula they given here, how to find the SCF and the LCM. Now one more point you have to remember children, the LCM into SCF of the given two number gives the A and B, means given two. The SCF and the LCM of the given two numbers are equal to the given two numbers A and B here. So here the given formula, how to apply the formula. So carefully you have to see the solved examples also in the lesson. Now come to the next exercise number 1.2. Express each number of the product of its prime factors. See how to make the prime factors of the given numbers by long division method, 140 or 156 and 3825 etc etc. By the factorization you have to find the factors of the given numbers. Similar, finding the HCF and the LCM of the given prime integers and vary that LCM into SCF is product of the two numbers we have seen already. So like that you have to find the SCF and the LCM of the given numbers. Now same exercises are there, 2-3 examples they given in the solved example. So practice the such examples, will get the clear idea to how to solve the exercise now. Now come to the next, revisiting the irrational numbers. Now this point is very important. Now what is the revisiting of the irrational numbers? In the earlier class we learned about the rational and the irrational numbers. Now rational numbers, those numbers you can write in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are not equal to 0 and Q is not equal to 0. Such numbers are called as the rational. Otherwise you can say that irrational numbers. What are the examples of irrational numbers? Root 2, root 3, root 5 and root 7. These are the examples of the irrational numbers. Now one more point you have to remember children, the sum of rational and irrational numbers gives irrational. The sum of two rational and irrational numbers gives irrational, and the division of the rational and irrationals gives the again irrational numbers. Subtraction of the rational and irrational number gives the again irrational numbers. Now there are so many theorems are there how to prove the irrational numbers. I think you practice the such examples how to prove the irrational numbers in the, though see the question how it comes in the examination. Prove that root 3 is a irrational number. By making the contradict methods you have to prove that root 2 is a irrational number. For 3 marks, 4 marks such question will be asked in the examination. Similar, 2 plus root 3, prove that 2 plus root 3 is a irrational numbers. Now see here solved examples are there, you have to see the step by step how to prove here. Now these all examples are very important for the examination point. So remaining part we'll see in the next class children's. Now thank you for watching, have a nice day.